Well, hello everyone, my name is Michael SK and welcome back to NEKOPARA Vol.2, where I believe Chocola and Vanilla have successfully, I guess, passed their renewal exams or whatever it was for their bells, so they still have rights. They still have the freedom that they deserve or whatever. And I'm making that assumption because Chocola still has hers, and she's the one that's probably the most worrisome out of the two. But while they were out, conveniently, we were able to turn our attention to... shoot, what's their names? Coconut? Is it Coconut and Azuki? I want to go with that. I always forget their names. It's really difficult with this series. But yeah, we got to turn our attention to them, spend some time with them, get to know them a little bit more, and we had a little bit of a emotional turning point, if that's what you want to call it. And now everything is just all hunky-dory. Alright, there, welcome home. I catch Chocola as she flies into my arms.
Shigure, tadaima modorimashita. Hisashiburi no wagaya ni tadaima.
Welcome home, you two, Shigure and Vanilla. The pair continues past me and into the house.
3人ともおかえり。お疲れ様。その様子だと、なんとか大丈夫だったみたいね。ええ、なんとか。
Yeah, somehow.
それは大変でしたけども、一時は往生しかけた、マジで。
Sure. Sounds like it was an ordeal, alright. Shigure and Vanilla sound serious. They've got this really solemn air about them. Well, I guess I'll have to reward Shigure, personally.
あれ？あずにゃんとココちゃんは？ああ、二人ならキッチン。
Oh, well.
何すんだよ、バカマンチカン。
Back to the usual.
僕が卵割ってるのくらい見えてるでしょ。うるせえ、この長毛種が。てめえの低経血が邪魔だからぶつかっちまったんだよ。
It's as if nothing has changed.
もう、あずきとココナッツは神聖な兄様の厨房で喧嘩などして、ココちゃんもあずにゃんももっと仲良くすればいいのにね。あの2匹はしゃあない。ああいう生き物なんだよ、ショコラ。
No, they are getting along, just in their own way. Seeing those two fight is, well, in a weird way, kind of cute. I watched the two go at it through the order window, excuse me.
もう素直じゃないんだからな。ギュッてしちゃうぞ、お姉ちゃん。えい、ギュッ、てめえ。おい、うぜえからやめろっつーの。嬉しいくせに。ほらほら、ぐるぐるぐる。何があったの？いつの間にか昔みたいにお姉ちゃんって呼んでるけどね。でも仲良さそうだからいいんじゃないかな。そうそう、よくわかんないけど仲良しが一番だよ。笑う角には服着たれってね。ショコラの能天気キャラはこういう時は癒されるんだけどね。
Thank you for that input, Vanilla.
バニラ、思い出すのはやめましょう。また次回の更新の時まで。また次回があるんだね。困ったものよ。
I wonder what their, renewal process necessarily entails. I don't even remember what their original process was.
すごい。ちげえし、これはフレーメン反応だし。
Hey, you two, save it for after work. Alright, looks like everyone's here. Let's get ready to open up. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I'm reminded of that saying. I move over to Azuki and Coconut, who certainly seem to have made up, and rub their heads, messing up their hair. Yeah, I'm sure everything's fine. I feel like there'll probably be, one more, significant hiccup to overcome. I want to say that's kind of how it went down in the first volume, but there was a little bit more to that one since it was an overall introductory volume. Oh, hey, look, we cleared Chapter 3. I guess we didn't clear it yet. A few days after Chocola and Vanilla returned... 新しい鈴になったショコラがお出迎えいたし
します。ショコラ、すす自体は変わってないからわかりづらいよ。にゃにゃ、言われてみれば。じゃあ新しくなったショコラがお出迎えいたします。ショコラはほんと愛すべき猫だね。ほんと愛してる。こんないい天気の日にはジュレを使ったグレープフルーツケーキはいかがですか？さっぱりしててとっても美味しいですよ。だったらアールグレーとグレープフルーツのセパレートティーね。私が味見してるんだから間違いないわ。ココナッツ、お客様のお会計をお願いしてもいいかしら？任せてしぐれちゃん。昨日もあずきとお兄ちゃんに特訓してもらったからバッチリだよ。980円が
Ah, yes, math. The true villain.
600円が3点と。申し訳ございませんお客様。少々お待ちくださいませ。まあそんな混んでねえし、ナッツにはまだまだ場数踏ませなきゃなんねえしな。
Yeah, I'd rather her take her time than make mistakes, at least for now. Chocola, Vanilla, and Shigure are back now. Things around the cafe have gotten much calmer now that Coconut is making far fewer mistakes.
まあバカにゃも手の抜き方覚えたみてえだし、このままいけば私が楽できそうで何よりだな。
She's still cracking the same jokes as usual, but I think she's grown a bit. Hey, why don't you help me out with this cake, Azuki?
は？なんだよやぶから棒に。
It's just a suggestion. I figured that since we have more than enough help out front, that maybe you can lend me a hand in the kitchen. And we're split in half in the front and half in the back, so I figured it'd be okay no matter what Vanilla says. And I just thought it might be nice to have someone back here with me.
フロアリーダーの次はパティシエールか？おめえはどこまで猫使いが荒いんだよ。
It's because you showed me how capable you can be during that incident recently. I kind of feel like I could put you in charge of the cake baking one day, Azuki. As the owner, I can't ignore such potential. I exaggerate the way I say that last line a bit. Azuki must think so too, as she shrugs her shoulders in resignation.
私がめんどくせえって言ってもどうせ聞かねえんだろ。はあ、飼い猫のつれえとこだよな。マジ猫腹だわ。
You're the only one I can ask this of, Azuki. I'm sure you understand that, right? So please. I bow my head earnestly. Azuki sighs in feigned defeat. She scratches her head annoyed and nods slightly, excuse me.
カショには多少なりとも借りがあるしな。ただしあんま期待しすぎんじゃねえぞ。私がいくらハイスペックだっつっても所詮は猫なんだからな。仕事だっつうなら何でもやるけどできねえもんはできねえぞ。
I'll teach you everything you need to know. I'm sure you'll be fine. Brimming with confidence, I give her my approval. She looks away in embarrassment.
まあできる限りは頑張っけどよ。ただしちゃんと歩合はつけろよ。研修期間はいらねえけどただ働きはごめんだかんな。
Yeah, I get it. As long as the others are okay with it, there shouldn't be any problems, right?
だねえ言い方しやがって。だったらカショが泣いて頼むくらいのもの見せてやんよ。
It's settled then. I'll be counting on you from now on, alright? I give Azuki a hearty pat on the back.
なになに、お姉ちゃんもケーキ作るの？なんか流れでそんなことになっちまったわ。脳ある猫は爪を隠してたけどハイスペックっぷりを見せちまったから仕方ねえ。あーすごい、お姉ちゃんのケーキ楽しみだな。じゃあ僕ももっとお仕事したい。
Uh-oh. I guess we don't see many customers until it gets a bit later into the evening. Alright, why don't you give us a hand then, Coconut? Who knows, maybe she has some sort of hidden potential in her. If things do happen to go well, having another set of hands wouldn't hurt either.
はい、頑張るのでよろしくお願いします。
I feel like we're about to burn through a lot of supplies here. And just like that, a new experiment began at La Soleil. Okay, well, I think we can kind of tell how it all went down.
ダメだ、やっぱり僕はダメな猫だ。
I guess things won't work out after all.
まあ予想の範囲内っ てか、予想通りすぎて面白くもねえわな。
Coconut collapses before the grossly abstract shortcake. She was only supposed to frost the sponge cake with cream. How in the world did she manage this? I can't believe what I'm seeing.
違うんだよ。別にふざけてるわけじゃなくて。
You're not going to become a pro overnight, you know.
精神論でステータス上がったら苦労しねえよ。
I don't even know what to say.
お姉ちゃん、どうしようこれ。まあ、捨てるのももったいねえし。
If you think you can, Azuki. Is it even salvageable at this point? All I can do is sit back and watch. I'm sure you can do something with it. And there it is.
こんなもんか。
This, I mean, that's amazing. She actually rescued it from the depths of the pastry underworld. I knew she was good, but this is like beyond good. She already knows more about decorating cakes than I do. Azuki, just where did you learn to decorate cakes like this?
こないだ歌唱に勉強させてもらったの？レストランで。この店にはあんま向かねえかもしれねえけど。
No, I'm just really surprised that you can make something like this. Did she just learn all this by just looking at the cakes at the other restaurant? This catgirl is really something else. She could definitely become a pastry chef. Yeah, this is gonna be great.
あずき、やっぱり僕なんかじゃ相手にならないね。こんなところでも僕のフォローをしてもらってばっかりで。
Coconut's shoulders tremble as she lays her face down on the counter. Crap, I didn't think that she would give up so easily. At this rate, she's going to lose all of her confidence. Coconut? It's just one botched sponge cake. It's not that big of a deal, right? Right?
お姉ちゃん。さすがは僕のお姉ちゃん。かっこいいな。もうほんとかっこいい。お姉ちゃんありがとう。ぐるぐるぐる。やめろ。持ち上げんな。振り回すな。照れることないじゃないか。姉妹なんだから。キャラ変わりすぎだろおい。勝手にゴロゴロすんな。
She has done that a few times. She wasn't giving up. She was just incredibly happy. Happy enough to swing Azuki around like a helicopter. She skillfully spins Azuki around in the narrow kitchen. She's got some really solid coordination, doesn't she? I stare at the pair, smiling.
なんだかんだ言いながら尻尾立てちゃうお姉ちゃん大好きだな。ツンデレって思ったらすごい可愛いお姉ちゃんだ。そんな安っぽいカテゴライズするんじゃねえ。私はもっと。
The important thing is that you two are getting along, I guess. As I stare at the almost sickeningly sweet display, I decide that taking a picture of the cake Azuki decorated would be a good idea. I mean, that's like some social media advertising ready to go there. You know, just throw that up and be like, hey, one of the catgirls made this. Well, for now, why don't we try baking some sponge cake? Sponge cake is the basis for everything, after all.
僕にはまだケーキ作りは早いから横で見学してるね。お姉ちゃん頑張って僕の分まで。うるせえな。そんな気軽に
Just let her be excited. It's all good. Coconut has become Azuki's biggest fan. I don't think she would have gotten this far if she hadn't tried to push herself. Though I find this coconut absolutely adorable. I'm sure Azuki likes her better now as well. Anyway, I suppose it's time we got started. Mixing is a fundamental part of baking. It's a very important step.
混ぜる？そんなもんナッツだってできるぞ最近は。お姉ちゃんに褒められちゃった。
I don't think that was much of a compliment. I guess what's most important is how you mix it, really. The taste can change depending on how you do things. Watch me. First, you crack the egg and separate the yolk. Next, add some heat, but be careful so that you don't overcook it. Then mix in the sugar and stir it quickly to make sure it doesn't clump up. When the yolk becomes smooth, you can start using the egg beater. What's wrong, Coconut?
いやお兄ちゃんかっこいいなって説明しながら手際よくパパパーってやっちゃってすっごくかっこいい。
It's not that hard though.
すっごいかっこいいよ。僕惚れ直しちゃう。
Well, I'm happy that you're enjoying watching me, but this really isn't that hard. But the fact that she's getting excited about it does make me a little happy. I wonder if Azuki feels the same.
おめえはどこ見てんだよ。見学でもちゃんと集中しろ、集中。そうだよね。よし、僕集中するよ。集中。
She stares intensely, watching my hands. Okay, I'm gonna go to the next step now. Actually, I will say, you know, just observing somebody do something, watching how they go about it, even if you're not getting an explanation, it does help. I do a lot of sim racing, and sometimes when I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, watching other people kind of go about it on a track and car combination, that's usually all I need. I can kind of mimic and learn from there. It's kind of a brute force method here and there, but at least it gives me like a foundation that I can work off of, and I can develop my own skills. Okay, I'm gonna go to the next step now. When whipping it, you have to do it thoroughly until it becomes firm and fluffy. Why is she commenting on everything we do? Whatever. Coconut did say that she wasn't ready to make her own cake yet, and Azuki doesn't seem like she's going to, say anything to her either. For now, I'll speed things up a bit for Azuki's sake. Next, we bake it in the oven. I'll show you how to check the temperature in a bit once we put it in the oven. Alright, now why don't you give it a shot, Azuki?
了解。ちょっとやってみっかな。
Azuki and I switch places.
じゃあまずは卵だよな。カショウがやってたんだ。
She holds the egg in one hand and prepares to smash it. Wait, hold on a sec.
今の何かまずかったか？
No, that's not what I meant, just... Can I get behind you for a sec?
後ろ？
I step behind Azuki as if to hug her, and extend my arms in front of her. I put my hands atop Azuki's. You see, my hands are a lot bigger than yours, but you still don't have to try to break the egg with only one hand. This is your first time. We don't have to rush through things. Accuracy is what matters.
おう。なるほど。丁寧にな。
It's easy to crack an egg using a flat surface.
おう。それは知ってる。こうだよな。
Oh, just relax a little more. We're not trying to smash it.
そうだな。確かに。リラックス。落ち着け私。
Yeah, just like that. If you stick both your thumb into the crack and pull it apart nicely...
表の親指で開くみたいに。
With a satisfying crack, the contents of the egg plop into the bowl. Great. Great. Nicely done. I knew you'd have no trouble with this, Azuki.
別に褒められるようなことをしてねえし、卵割った程度で褒められるとか、ガキじゃねえんだからよ。
Despite that, she's blushing happily. Normally, she would be a lot more rebellious. But she's stuttering a lot and being strangely obedient today. Strangely honest, too.
お姉ちゃんどうしたの？なんかやたら顔真っ赤だけど。もしかしてお兄ちゃんに褒めてもらって照れてるの？
Yep, it's only that and nothing else.
照れてねえよ。何適当なこと言ってんだ。そのカショウが張り付いてるからちょっとあっちだけだし。珍しいね。お姉ちゃんが褒められて照れるなんて。普段なら当たり前だろ。私を誰だと思ってんだとか言っちゃうくせに。
Yeah, that sounds like her. Doing imitations must be one of Coconut's hidden talents. Or maybe she's just been around Azuki that much.
私だって時と場合によっては緊張くらいするわ。
Oh, really? Well, I guess making cakes makes you pretty tense then, huh, Azuki? I always figured that you were the kind to keep your cool no matter what you did, but I guess I was wrong. She had seemed so calm in that expensive restaurant. She always seemed so confident, too.
いやまあ別にケーキ作りで緊張してるわけじゃねえけど。
Well, if it's not the baking, then it must be something else here.
何にってそれは。
God damn it.
あずにゃん。まるでご主人様がご主人様みたいだね。 あずき、乙女猫の顔してた。ちげえし、乙女とかマジでちげえし。それならココナッツの方が歌唱にデレデレしてし、マジだし。そういう勘違いやめてくださいますか？いや、ほんとマジで。僕のご主人様はしぐれちゃんだけど、でもお兄ちゃんもご主人様みたいにも思ってるよ。
This is honestly how he wins over all of the catgirls. He just takes them from his own sister.
ココちゃんもご主人様にメロメロにゃ。
Haven't you already?
ご主人マジエロパティシエ。ほんと引っ掛けまくり。猫と見れば見境ないから困る。
Stop saying things like that. You'll give people the wrong idea. I pinch Vanilla's cheeks as she puffs them out.
でもみんなご主人様の恋猫になったら楽しそうですにゃ。他ならぬ姉上たちならば悪くないやん。はあ、ちょっとケーキ作らせたくらいで私を落とした気になってんじゃねえぞ。お兄ちゃんはそもそもショコラとバニラの恋人だし。
Oh, is catpenions, is that like the terminology used for, you know, we all know what we're talking about here, and we all know that later in this volume and in the next volume, I guess the count will increase, but I guess that's the terminology utilized. I obviously don't truly remember everything that went down and was established in the first volume.
それだそれ。妹たちの男寝取るほど飢えてねえし。
That seems to be what it is, though. Cut it out, you guys. This discussion is over. Come on now.
にゃにゃ、別にアホなことなんて言ってにゃいですよ。私たちは一途だけど、そもそも猫の愛は自由気まま。そうそう、知らない猫ちゃんとかは嫌ですけど、みんなならいいよね。好きな人飼てる好きな猫イコール幸せがいっぱいにゃ。
Okay, you know, Chocola's got a little bit of that math down.
ご主人ハーレム、ほんとエロスケ、つきもの。
And Vanilla's just really, dangerous with her words, I guess you could say. All right. Calm down.
ゴロゴロゴロゴロ。
Jeez, just what in the world are you two saying? Coconut, Azuki, say something to them. You're their older sisters.
そうだな。姉としてな。ほらナツ、姉として説教してやれ。そこで僕、お姉ちゃんの方がお姉ちゃんじゃない。じゃあアズニャンとココちゃんはご主人様とラブラブするのは嫌にゃ。いや別に嫌ってわけじゃないけど。嫌ってわけじゃねえけど。
You guys aren't very convincing. Though I'm not even sure how I would respond to that question myself. Azuki and Coconut are both adorable. Each one has her own charms, but...
やっぱりにゃ。ほらほら聞きましたかご主人様。猫は多彩でも気にしない。ちゃんと平等に愛してくれれば。だからちげえし。だから何度も言ってるけどちげえし。そのとにかくちげえし。そんなこと言っても尻尾は正直にゃ。
Wait, if the tail is up like that, that symbolizes something?
それもちげえし。ほんと違うっつってんだろ。ココナツ、ここがドキドキしてる？胸触っちゃダメだってば。僕はシナモンじゃないんだから。いいやないか、やないか。ヘルモンでもなしに、私もショコラも控えめだから憧れがないこともない。こら、そんなわしづかみにしないの。バーニラってば。
Weren't we supposed to be baking a cake? What happened to all that? I guess we're done for the day, huh? There's nothing I can do to stop them now. I put the sponge cake batter Azuki and I made into the refrigerator. We're gonna start getting busier and busier, so get back to work, you guys. That's about the best I can do. I just surrender myself to the current. I think we all know where things are headed next. Now that we're kind of like over the, what the fuck? Marketable? Jesus. Now that we're over like the first little hiccup with like the characters that we're following, you know, now...
ではご主人様、 本当に好きなもの買っていいんですね。
Now we move into the important part, I guess you could say. Yep, we're celebrating your bell renewals after all. Why don't you and Vanilla both go pick out whatever you want?
ご主人様のプレゼントだ。やったー。さすがは私のご主人。粋な計らい。私は別に苦労してないけど。バニラ、準備 OK？ 完璧。お茶からポテチまで。これで何時間でも戦える。よーし、じゃあ行くよー。お買い物、お買い物。ショコラとネットショッピングデート。超ワクワク。
I don't know about you guys, but yeah, online shopping is ridiculously fun, but I don't know, there's something about going out and about and seeing shit that you never thought you would, consider. But seeing it in person, holding it in your hands, whatever it is, it really can change your mind.
じゃあまずは楽天市場から。
Ah, yes, Amazon, my favorite shopping platform.
ご主人のお買い物履歴からのおすすめ、お店のもの。
And that's why there's profiles.
もっとこうプライベーティー
Just get your,
楽しみにしてるのに。
your Amazon Prime and just, actually, at least in the States, you can now share your Prime benefits with like a whole separate account. You don't have to do the profile system. You can just have them log into their own account and share that shit. It's really convenient.
まあまあ、今日の本題は違うから。じゃあまずはどこから見る？宝石？でもショコラ、ビー玉と真珠の違いよく分かってないし。綺麗なら何でもいいんだよ。あとは愛が困ってればなおよし。ショコラはかわいそうなほどちょろい猫だね。でもそれもまたかわいいから何とも言えない。これ見てバニラ、大変。マグロがあるよ。しかも一匹丸ごと。おー、
What the
丸々
fuck?
一匹で172万円。素敵だよショコラ。大トロがどのくらいあるかくぐろう。多分食べ放題。じゃあまずはキープだね。比較リストに入れよう。
I said you could get whatever you wanted, but that's a little too expensive, don't you think? Seriously, do not order that. I will never forgive you if you do. I'm giving those merciless catgirls a warning. But they would never dare order it, right?
合格祝いとは言っても散々追試を受けた上でのギリギリも良いところでしたけどね。まったくバニラは鼻歌混じりに合格したのにショコラは全然でしたからね。せめて鈴猫らしいところを見せてくれれば。マグロごとき私が買ってあげたのですが。
How much money do you have? Oh, I see. A whole tuna, huh? My little sister must have several times more wealth than my store does. When did this younger sister of mine get so scary?
あ、でもそうしたらマグロ一匹が入る冷蔵庫も買わなくてはなりませんね。兄様のお願いでしたらばそちらも合わせて購入しても良いのですが。
We'll save that for next time, I think.
そうですね。あまり甘やかしすぎても良くないですし。
I suddenly feel like her plaything. I wouldn't know what I would do with such a big refrigerator if she did end up buying me one. Though it's scary to think that she might actually buy it for me if I asked.
それはそうとして私が出てる間に小豆とココナッツが随分と兄様に懐いてるようですね。
Yeah, they've had some slight developments, among each other.
ショコラ、バニラだけでなく良い傾向です。
I've started to understand what you meant when you said that catgirls are always growing. I feel Shigure in on what happened while she was gone.
兄様も本当に猫殺し。いえ、女殺しですね。
Are we covering all the bases?
そんな兄様が誇らしくもありますが、女として、いえ、妹として心配にもなります。
What the hell do you mean by lady killer?
まあ、そのあたりを考えてないのも兄様の魅力ですので。
She smiles knowingly as she lifts her teacup to her mouth. I'm just doing what any family member would do. No one's going to criticize me for that. As I ponder that thought, I take a sip from my own teacup.
ちなみに言っておきますが、猫は多彩性の生き物なので心配はありませんよ。
Nope, I'm not worried about that at all.
もちろん嫉妬はしますが、人間とは違って独占欲というものはないようです。私も兄様ならば安心して猫たちをお嫁に出せるというものですし、小豆やココナッツが兄様を主人と慕うならば喜ばしいことですし、兄様が私が育てた娘たちにメロメロになるのは何とも言えない満足感がありますし。
She sits across from me, grinning, while I get more and more confused. Until recently, I had considered myself business partners with the catgirls, but after getting romantically involved with Chocola and Vanilla, I don't know what to say anymore.
兄様のその複雑なお顔もまた慕っている兄様をいじめたくなる罪な妹心をお許しください。
I still don't know what to say to her, and I turn my head away in embarrassment.
マグロ一匹は高くてダメなら松坂牛一頭なんて全然無理だよ。
What the fuck are they trying to look up and buy?
松坂牛は500万円か。ちょっと足りないにゃん。これも解消のないご主人に惚れた恋猫の弱み。仕方ない。
I'm serious now. If you buy that, we will go bankrupt. I give another strong warning to my two mischievous catgirls. Though I feel like this is just an exercise in futility.
では、私もそろそろおいとまいたしますね。
See ya. Thanks for all your help.
いえいえ、兄様のお手伝いをさせていただけることが妹めの幸せにございますから。では、外にタクシーを待たせてありますので。
Text me when you make it home, okay? Even if you're taking a taxi home, I still worry.
兄様は本当にさらりとかっこよいですね。私も妹でなければ。
Yeah, but you are, so oh well. What do you mean?
いえ、何でもありませんよ。では、私はこれで失礼いたしますね。兄様、愛してますわ。
I'm not trying to be cool or anything. As I grumble, Shigure's taxi pulls out of sight. Now time for an ordinary night. Nothing will happen. Pizza?
ネコパ
How many did they order? I mean, 10 pizzas can go a long way. I don't know about you guys. Hey, we're done with chapter 4.
ラ。お兄ちゃん見て見て、新しい仕事できるようになったんだよ。通信販売の注文から伝票書きまでバッチリ。褒めて褒めて。
Oh yeah, good job. You're really giving it your all, aren't you, Coconut? I pat Coconut, who's got a pleased look on her face.
ショコラが教えてくれたんだよ。これこれこれよ。お兄ちゃんのなでなで気持ちいい。
She rubs her cheek across my chest. I guess a catgirl is a catgirl even if she is huge. Unlike Chocola and Vanilla, she has a very womanly figure. She's got a really ample bust and shapely butt too. I've started really seeing her more as a woman, and she's quite Oh no. No matter how you look at it, Coconut is just a naive kitten. Shigure might have been trying to push you in that direction yesterday. But that still doesn't mean you should start looking at her like that, Kashou. I scold myself internally.
お兄ちゃんどうしたの？
Huh? Oh, nothing. What are you talking about?
なんか今すごく困った顔してたから。こういうの嫌だった。やめた方がいい？
She looks up at me with eyes full of concern. Her face is so innocent. Guilt begins to tear at my heart. I take a deep breath to try and hide what I'm thinking from Coconut, and gently stroke her once more. There's no way I hate it when you're playful, you know? It's cute, but I was just a little embarrassed.
照れくさい？いつもと同じなのに？変なお兄ちゃんだにゃ。ゴロゴロ。
She rubs her whole body against me without even a hint of shame. This is just a catgirl's display of affection, right? It's how a catgirl shows her love. It's just how she shows her love. She's soft and supple no matter where I touch. I try to drive away my impure thoughts by cautioning myself over and over again in my head like I'm chanting a spell.
ココちゃんがご主人様にスリスリしてる。ご主人様、シ あ、じゃあショコラも一緒に。わーい、ココちゃんも大好き。
Hey, don't just force me to pet you both now. Chocola and Coconut coil around me.
むむむむむ。ん？どうしたのショコラ。ココちゃん、ちょっといい？
Uh-oh, what's going on? Chocola disentangles herself from me and latches onto Coconut. She squeezes Coconut several times. Almost as though she's not quite sure what she's feeling. I'm not quite sure what the fuck she's doing.
どうしたのショコラ。僕どうかした？ココちゃん、おっぱい
Oh.
めっちゃぽよぽよだよ。
Now that I would assume so.
やばい、超気持ちいい。え、あ、そう。バニラとはまるでボリューム感が違うというか、こうすっごくいい感じでめっちゃふっかふか。はあ、それはありがとうなのかな。
It's so weird to bring up a comparison with Vanilla of all other characters. Coconut watches in amazement as Chocola bounces around in excitement, but gets more and more worn out with each hug. Well, it's not like I wasn't thinking about their differences a minute ago. I guess I can understand how Chocola feels.
むむむむ。これはご主人様もエッチな顔しちゃうのも仕方ないにゃ。はい？エッチな顔？うん、エッチな顔。ご主人様がココちゃんにゴロゴロされてウハウハしてた。
Damn, she's got a good read on him.
ウハウハって。
She looks at me with her eyes widen and face turns... with her eyes widen and her face turns bright red. There we go. No, I wasn't looking at you like that, okay? An awkward pause hangs in the air. Well, I guess you could argue that I was leering at her, but it's not like I wasn't able to control myself, right? Well, I guess I should say something. But thanks to these unexpected developments, I'm left speechless.
そうだよね。そんなわけないよね。僕なんか子供っぽくてそんな目で見れるわけないっていうか、お兄ちゃんから見たら手のかかるだけの猫っていうか、そういう魅力とは猫とすっぽんっていうかねえ。あくまで僕は猫で妹で色気もなくて頼りにならなくって。
Damn, she is ridiculously pessimistic. It even goes beyond, how pessimistic I am about myself sometimes.
自分で言ってて悲しくなってきたけど。
Like, I would never say that shit out loud. Why does she keep torturing herself like this? No, I didn't mean anything like that.
そんな意味じゃないって。お兄ちゃんは僕のことエッチな目で見れるの？
Sure? I blurt out something I didn't mean to say while at a loss for words again. She looks up at me again, her eyes both troubled and happy. She stares at me as she plays with her fingers. No, I didn't mean to make it seem like I was looking at her that way. I was just trying to be careful, so that it wouldn't look like I was. I mean, Coconut is innocent, sincere, and certainly still a little catgirl, but she has the figure of a pin-up model. My eyes cloud over a bit. Coconut's face seems to have become extremely attractive. Before I realize it, I'm checking her out up and down.
ココちゃんはめっちゃエッチだよ。今みたいな顔、ショコラも何かこうムラムラするもん。ムラムラ。
Thank you for your input, Chocola.
ムラムラってね、ご主人様、ムラムラしますよね。
Don't say crude things like that. Yeah, we're in a kitchen. I clamp a hand over Chocola's mouth before she can say anything more. I take a deep breath and look at Coconut sternly. Why don't we just forget about this whole thing for now? Let's all focus back on task. We're still at work here. Coconut, if you know how to do the receipts for the online orders now, would you mind taking care of the shipping addresses as well?
わかった。じゃあ僕、伝票書いてくるね。ちょっと待ってて。
With an awkward nod, she runs out to the storefront. Now that I've noticed, I can't unsee it. Originally, I just thought that she was cute and friendly, but now that I'm aware of her body, it's all I can do to avert my eyes. And now both Shigure and Chocola are trying to spur me on. What a headache. Huh? Chocola? I look over at the catgirl, who has suddenly gone silent. crap. Sorry, Chocola. I didn't realize I had put my hand over your nose, too. Stay with me, Chocola. I almost just ended my beloved companion's life. It happens. She'll get over it. Maybe.
本日もソレイユ閉店業務完了であります。
Good work.
みんなももう帰った。ちなみにショコラは上で着替えてる。
Alright, good work today, thanks. I respond to Vanilla, who had popped her head into the kitchen with a wave of my hand.
仕込み手伝うことある？あれば手伝う。
Nah, I don't have much left to take care of. Thanks, though. You can go upstairs and watch TV if you want.
了解した。テレビでも見てることにする。でも、その前にご主人にお伺い。
What's up?
今日の後半、ココナッツがやたらボケっとしてたんだけど、何かあった？
Nothing at all happened. This afternoon.
具体的に言うと、通販伝票ミスりまくり。私がフォローしといたから問題はないけど。
I see.
何か心当たりが？
No. Well, it wasn't really anything important. Oh, I definitely know what happened. I spewed out something stupid and had to keep my eyes off her. She gazes inquisitively at me as she has something to say, or as if she does. Does she know? Or maybe she just suspects something. Which one is it? Just what is Vanilla thinking? I have no idea.
ご主人は猫地頃だからね。
A what?
いろいろ仕方ない。何やらショコラもムラムラしてたし、ご主人の変態。
I don't understand how Chocola being excited makes me a pervert. I really have no idea what she's trying to say. Well, this isn't any different from her usual behavior, but come to think of it, you got a package, Vanilla. It's from Amazon. Is this what you ordered the other day when you two were celebrating? I'm just going to change the subject for now. That's one way to get out of things.
ご主人、私は休養を思い出した。失礼つかまつる。
What's this about all of a sudden? I watch Vanilla shoot upstairs at cat speed. There isn't anything for me to be guilty about, is there? I don't really want to hear anything more about what happened with Coconut this afternoon, though. I knew it. I can't get her out of my mind now. Coconut's sensual expression suddenly appears in my head. I keep thinking about how soft her body was, and how Shigure, Chocola, and Vanilla are trying to egg me on. But I can't let them. If this keeps up, no, I'm mature enough to overcome this.
ご主人様、ご主人様、お仕事終わりましたか？終わりましたか？
As you can see, Chocola, no, not yet.
なるほど、そうですか。
She doesn't sound very satisfied with that answer, and suddenly latches onto my back.
いつ終わりますか？どのくらいで終わりそうですか？
I don't think it'll take much longer. Why are you being so impatient? You're acting weird, you know. What's with this attitude from her? It seems way too subtle a tactic for Chocola. She's normally much easier to understand than Vanilla.
変ってかですね。ショコラは欲求不満なのです。
Hey, that's your fault.
恋猫として困るのでどうにかしてほしいなって思うのです。
Her motive is pretty obvious. That's about what I'd expect from Chocola. I'm not sure how to respond to her.
だってですよ。最近ご無沙汰ってやつだったじゃにゃいですか。
Man, you weren't even here for like more than a week.
それなのに。
Or something like that, I don't
ム
know.
ラムラしちゃってからずっとムラムラなんですにゃ。
Again, that's your fault.
むしろ今までちゃんと我慢したんですにゃにゃ。
She's totally trying to seduce me. She meows sensually as she wraps herself around me. Vanilla wasn't kidding when she said that Chocola was horny.
バニラは楽天市場から届いた動物 DVD に6時間
The next 6 hours? What the fuck?
ご主人様。
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wait, we're doing inventory.
ご主人様。
You gotta stop this.
好きです。ご主人様。ショコラのムラムラ度伝わりましたかにゃ？
And in the kitchen of all places. As Chocola and I exchange saliva, she looks up at me, narrowing her glistening eyes and smiles. You're really naughty, Chocola.
だって大好きなご主人様です そのくらい知ってますよね。
Yeah, sure.
もう何度も何度もショコラとエッチしてるんですから。
Yeah, I know you better than anyone.
ご主人様に知り尽くされちゃってますにゃ。じゃあもっとエッチなチュー。
Oh no. She wraps her arms around my neck. She sticks her tongue even deeper into my mouth and stirs it around. Wait, do catgirls have like the whatever it is on their tongues? Like that scratchy surface? Like cats have those. But do catgirls have those? That's an important question. We don't even care that our saliva is dribbling out from our lips. She gulps down my spit while making lewd noises. I don't like that.
ご主人様の唾おいしいです。じゃあ次はもっと。
Let's go to bed.
お兄ちゃん、ショコラ。
Coconut's eyes widen as she holds the door open. See, this is why we don't fuck around here in the kitchen, quite literally. She freezes the moment she sees Chocola and me. Immediately realizing that she stumbled upon, or what she stumbled upon, she averts her eyes and her face turns bright red.
ごめんなさい。ちょっとお兄ちゃんとお話がしたくて、
Yeah, talk away.
だから別に二人の邪魔をしようとしたわけじゃなくて。
She shuts her eyes and shakes her head apologetically. No, it's, our fault.
違うよ。悪いのは僕だから。
Yeah, you did do that, actually. That is kind of on you.
恋人だもん。そういうことだって、僕、何言ってるんだろう。ごめんなさい。僕、帰るね。
Why are you even here? Wait a sec. I grab Coconut's shoulder, preventing her from leaving. Sorry, I didn't mean to grab you so hard.
いや、今のは言いたかったわけじゃなくて、ちょっといきなりだったからびっくりしちゃっただけで。お兄ちゃん、手離して。
Oh, sorry. I quickly take my hand off her. Just a hair away from me. Coconut's fiddling with her fingers in embarrassment. She looks up at me with a hurt expression.
お兄ちゃん。
I stopped her from leaving, but what do I do now? I know that making up some excuse about all this wouldn't make things any better, and I can't just brush it off or change the subject either. Time passes as we stare at each other in silence.
ごめんなさい。
Huh? For what?
何も言わずに逃げようとしちゃったから。だから、ごめんなさいって。
Her eyes wander about, as her voice trails off to a soft murmur. With her arms crossed tightly across her body, she continues to speak, her face totally flushed.
可愛くて無邪気なショコラがね、あんな顔であんなことしてたから、僕すっごく驚いちゃって。恋人なんだから当たり前のことなのに、僕の方がお姉ちゃんなのに、ああいうことしたことないから。
A long, pained sigh escapes her lips. She looks at me pleadingly as she bites her lip.
心臓が死んじゃうかと思うくらいドキドキしちゃって、頭がカーッと熱くなって真っ白になっちゃって、足に力が入らなくなってしゃがみ込んじゃいそうになっちゃって、それでなんかわけわかんなくなっちゃって。
Me neither. You should just go home and forget all about this.
お兄ちゃん、ごめんなさい。
I can see. Her heterochromatic eyes begin to fill with tears. Her slender fingers wrap around her arms, and she gazes up at me pitifully. She lets out another anguished sigh from her half-parted lips. She's so damn sexy. She does have a really cool design. I do like it. For a while, I was kind of iffy about it, but, you know, now coming back here into Volume 2, you know, her character overall, design and all that, really all the designs are really nice in their own respective ways. This isn't the usual energetic Coconut. This is a woman swept away by her desire. Her sweet voice sends shivers down my spine. I have the sudden irrepressible urge to embrace her.
ココちゃん。ショコラ。
Good night, everybody. Well, great. Now we have to clean up the fucking kitchen.
お兄ちゃん。
God damn it. And we're still not done with all this shit.
お兄ちゃんのことこんな独り占めしちゃって。
Just like before, Coconut is wearing one of my white dress shirts. She sits on the bed looking apologetic as she plays with her hair. Chocola and Vanilla are already asleep. So you're not doing anything wrong, Coconut.
うん、それはそうなんだけど。
When we went up to the second floor later, Vanilla was long passed out in front of the TV. Well, yeah, a 6-hour fucking animal DVD or whatever it was. Like, huh? And when I took Vanilla to her bed to tuck her in, I found Chocola already passed out in it. And we couldn't very well fit 3 catgirls into one bed, so I'm letting Coconut stay in my room for now.
でも、そのね、あんなにたくさんエッチして愛してもらった上に。
Yeah, all of that did happen. Whether I want to admit it or not, and in the kitchen no less.
こんな風にお兄ちゃんのこと独り占めしちゃっていいのかなって。ショコラとバニラの方が先にお兄ちゃんの恋猫だった。
Yep, the count is now up to 3. She mutters, playing with her hair nervously. Shigure said that catgirls don't get jealous, and Chocola was really enthusiastic about the whole thing earlier, but I still get the sense that there might be some jealousy between them. Maybe this is just Coconut's way of showing her affection, though. Don't be silly. It doesn't matter who was first with me. Chocola and Vanilla are already fast asleep anyway. You don't have to worry so much. Or do you not want to be near me?
そんなことはあるわけないけど、でも僕の方がお姉ちゃんなのに、お兄ちゃんのこと横取りしちゃったみたいで。
Coconut? I grab her by the shoulder and bring her close, interrupting her. I whisper softly into her ear as I stroke her head. Like I said, it doesn't matter who was with me first. To me, Chocola and Vanilla and you are all my beloved catpanions.
お兄ちゃん。
I accidentally bit my tongue earlier. It kind of sucks now.
ありがとう。そう言ってくれて本当に嬉しい。僕、すっごく幸せな猫だ。世界一幸せな猫だよ。
She mutters, caressing my cheek. As if she's trying to keep that bliss from escaping, she presses her body against mine, and our lips meet.
僕もお兄ちゃん
He just said that
の恋猫だって
that's how it
思って
is.
てもいいの？
Therefore, it's okay.
僕のご主人様はしぐれちゃんだけど、それでもお兄ちゃんのこともご主人様って思っても。
You can do whatever you want. I place my hand against the anxious Coconut's cheek. This time, I respond by planting another kiss on Coconut's lips and patting her head. Isn't that a given? If you weren't my catpanion, I wouldn't be holding you like this right now. You don't even need to ask.
ありがとう。
I'd say that's a nice smile, and while it is and everything, a nice expression, I mean, there's some giant titties that are just right in my face here.
やっぱりお兄ちゃんはかっこいいな。
Which is also a nice sight, but Coconut's smiling face moves closer to mine. I cradle her head, gently petting her.
じゃあギュッてしながら一緒に寝てくれる？お兄ちゃんにギュッてしてもらってると僕みたいに背の高い猫でも女の子だって思えるから嬉しいんだ。
Of course you are. I hug her again.
あと寝るまでなでなでしててくれる？あとそのチューもしてほしい。
Sure, whatever you want.
ありがとう。
Man, we never even finished the inventory.
大好き。
And the kitchen is probably a mess. I can feel Coconut's natural warmth across from me as the moonlight gently illuminates the room. And as the two of us drift off, we savor the lingering moments of today. And nothing weird happened. Nothing weird whatsoever. Damn, we cleared technically 3 chapters in this, Oh, boy, I wonder what she's laughing about. Yeah, let's just save that for next time. Yeah, we technically cleared 3 chapters in this one. I mean, chapter 3 we really wrapped up in the previous episode, but 2 full chapters in this one? God damn, gamers. What can I say? I'm just good at what I do, recording videos and saying stupid shit and messing up everything I read. But yeah, what an episode. We baked a cake, and then other things happened, and there we go. Thank you all for tuning into this one, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, all that fancy jazz. It does suck that I bit my tongue a couple of minutes ago, but yep, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy, guys.